Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight. This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your #1 online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sport Hour, the Thursday edition. Yeah, my name is James Oluwaduroti Miaremo. And quickly, in order not to waste much of our time, because our time is fast spent, we're going to boycott the MPFL gist today. Okay, in order to keep you waiting or to keep you guessing, okay, I'll update you talking about the MPFL. But it's not in news anymore that Ayimba played draw yesterday and Remo Stars defeated Alayande of Owerri 4-1, sending Alayande back to NNL. Also, Shooting Stars, the Oluyole Warriors, killed Antelopes with 1 arrow yesterday at the Lagos Alami Stadium. So do we have a new leader on the MPFL table? No. Remo and Ayimba have both swapped positions. As I speak to you, Enugu Rangers, after they lost that game yesterday at the Lagos Alami Stadium, they are still leading Ayimba International with 4 points, while they are leading Remo Stars with just 2 points. Ayimba is leading the Shooting Stars of Ibadan with just a point. Shooting Stars need just to occupy the 3rd position so as to grab the continental ticket. Yeah, 1 to 3 are those that will go for the continental tournament. Talking about CAF continental tournament. Why the winner of the President Federation Cup will join with the 1 to 3. Alright, Academy Warriors. Talking about Academy Warriors head coach Ali Zubairu has said the club will now look to maintain their status in the Nigeria Premier Football League following their promotion. The Maduguri club confirmed their promotion to the MPFA after a 4-1 win over Sokoto United at the Nigeria National League Super A playoff. Ali Zubairu expressed delight with his achievement following his resignation from Gombe United at the start of the 2023-2024 season. After leaving the Nigeria Premier Football League side, Gombe United take National League side. My promise to take Ekanemi Warriors back to the top flight is realized. Ekanemi Warriors will stabilize in the NPL for next season, says Aliyu Subairu. Well, let's not forget that Ekanemi Warriors were relegated to the NNL last season. Nasarawa United, Ikorodu City, and Beyond Limit will also be plying their trade in the NPL for next season alongside with Ekanemi Warriors. All right, away from the city of Kaduna, straight up to Kwara United technical advisor talking about Kabir Sulaiman Dogo grabbed his team's victory over Kano Pillars as a big relief. Ibrahim Dende and Eje Isaiah were on target as Kwara United defeated Kano Pillars 2-0. The win boosted Kwara United's chances of avoiding relegation. Dogo assured that the team will continue to work harder in the remaining matches this season. The win was a very big relief to everyone at this club because the victory will go a long way in our fight against relegation, he told the club's media. We need at least 4 points in the remaining 2 matches, and we will definitely give our all in the game. Kwara United moved up to 11th position on the FPFL table following the win. They will take on Lobby Stars in their next game this weekend. Yimba head coach Olariwaju Yemi has expressed disappointment following the club's disappointing draw with Bayelsa United. The Aba Giants stumbled in the title race after they were held to a 1-1 draw by the visitors in Aba. The title holders dropped to 3rd position on the table following the result. Yimba are now 1 point behind Enugu Rangers with 2 games remaining before the end of the campaign. According to him, he says, I had to talk to the players because they felt very bad after the end back. But 3 points and 3 goals had been awarded to Rangers. It really affected us. You could see that in the first half they were slow. They didn't want to train yesterday morning. I had to motivate them and tell them that the season is not over and we have to keep fighting. This is Yemi Olariwaju. Alright, Niger Tornadoes head coach Majim Muhammad has admitted that his side's victory over Lobby Stars was difficult. Muhammad believed that the maximum point from the game is all that was important at this crucial stage of the season. Niger Tornadoes defeated Lobby Stars 3-2 in the keenly contested encounter at the Amadou Bello Stadium, Kaduna. Niti Jefta Bashir Usman and Chidi Eberi Enes were the goal scorers for the hosts in the game. According to him, says, well, it was a difficult game, but the most important thing is the 3 points. And we'll thank God for that. Derby games are always not easy, especially playing a team like Lobby Stars who have experienced players. As you can see, when we score and think it's over, we get back in the game. And in the end, we got the point that matters. Niger Tornadoes occupy 12th position on the table with 48 points from 35 games. Kano Pillars caretaker talking about Ahmad Yaro as front at the performance of the match officials in his side's loss to Kwara United in Ilorin. Yaro pointed out that poor officiating frustrated his game's plan. Kano Pillars suffered a 2-0 defeat to Kwara United in Ilorin. And that happened yesterday. According to Yaro, says our boys tried their best, but poor officiating frustrated our game plan in the early minutes of the game. So the club media says we will focus more on our next game and maintain our push in the present Federation Cup. Kano Pillars will be in action against Plateau United in May 37 at the New Just Stadium on the 15th of June, Saturday. Talking about this Saturday. Okay, before I leave Nigeria, let's talk about Nigeria players. Super Falcons goalkeeper Chi Amaka Nadozie Jamaica Inadozie is not worried by the quality of opposition in their Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Talking about the women's football event, the former African champions battle powerhouses like Brazil, Japan, and Spain in a tough Group C that analysts dubbed the group of death. But the goalie insists the women's national team as the wherewithal to qualify from the group, having proved critics wrong at the last year's Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand by reaching the last 16 from a group that host country Australia, Canada, and Ireland. Inadozie opined that the Falcons had what it takes to play against the best. According to what she says, this also happened at the last World Cup. We had Canada, Ireland, and Australia. Nobody believed in us. They believed we were just coming to participate. But we have this team that doesn't care about what the world is saying. We are mentally and physically prepared. We have young, good, and talented players. We are mixed with both old and young players who are experienced and playing in the top European leagues and other countries. On how far the Falcons could go in Paris, the FC Paris keeper added that the team's major aim was to first progress from the group stage. The number 10 jersey referred worldwide has been worn by great footballers such as Brazilian great Pelé, Diego Maradona, Michel Platini, George Maestro, Ruud Gullit, England superstar. Talking about England striker Gary Lineker and France legend Zinedine Zidane. In Nigeria, it has been done by exceptional talents too, each bringing their unique flair on the pitch. The rise of Fisayo Dele Bashiru, the latest man to wear the revered jersey to this position, has been nothing short of meteoric. He made an immediate impact in his first 2 games for Nigeria, providing an assist and winning a penalty against Mozambique in an international friendly on the 16th of October 2023, and then scoring a stunning equalizer against South Africa on his competitive debut in the 2026 World Cup qualifying series last Friday. The number 10 jersey has a storied history in Nigeria football. Late Muda Lawal was a beloved figure, and Henry Owosu followed his footsteps, commanding the Eagles midfield with sheer brilliance. Team Essen, nicknamed Maradona, brought flair but had a short-lived career. Austin J.J. Okocha, perhaps the most famous, is also found with his skills, while Mikel Obi brought a different kind of leadership and tenacity to the role. All this seem to have deserted the present Eagles since Mikel retired in 2019, and Super Eagles have continued to struggle to keep the pace of the NG run. The Eagles have looked so ordinary in the midfield since Mikel Obi left as opponents run rings around the position, control the rhythm of the game, and wreak havoc on the team's defense at will. Coach's nephew Alex Iwobi has been tried in the number 10 role but with limited success. Joe Aribo was the last man to wear the jersey before Dele Bashiru, but he likely disappointed the fans following a bright start to his Eagles career with goals in his first 2 games against Brazil and Ukraine in 2019. Ever since, he has not scored a single goal and managed to provide 2 assists in 34 appearances, but it may be no what. Right now, it might be Dele Bashiru who is best suited for the special jersey. The Atayaspor man acknowledged the pressure that comes with pulling on the shirt. According to him, says before going into a game when you are wearing the number 10 jersey for Nigeria, it's a fantastic moment. It's a moment when you feel the pressure, but no negative pressure. It's a positive pressure, knowing that you have to perform. I think I perform better in situations where the stakes are high, he said. Dele Bashiru's performance has gone unnoticed by former Super Eagles stars who once wore the number 10 jersey too. Friday Ekwe, former midfielder, praised his exceptional performance. Dele Bashiru is a well-rounded player, capable of contributing both defensively and offensively. Versatility makes him a valuable asset, helping him excel in various roles on the pitch. His skill set was honed at Manchester City's Youth Academy, whom he joined at 8. development as such a prestigious club laid a strong foundation of his professional career. Dele Bashiru's performances have gone unnoticed this season. His impressive season in the Super League, where he scored 8 goals and provided 5 assists, has attracted interest from top European clubs, including Lazio and Saudi Arabia. As the 23-year-old steps out as the new number 10, he carries the legacy of Nigerian football great and the hope of a nation finally watching the fading fortunes of their darling team. Dele Bashiru's early performances suggest he is ready to help in turning around the fortunes of the national team. His journey is just beginning, and with his talent and determination, he has the potential to carve out his own place amongst Nigeria's football greats. Okay, I just decided to do a little throwback Thursday for you. Alright, from there, let's talk about CAF. But before we talk about CAF, let's talk about Nigeria. Nigeria will face Mauritania in the 2024 Beach Soccer Africa Cup of Nations qualifier. The draw ceremony took place at the headquarters of the Confederation of African Football (CAF) on Thursday. CAF announced the pairing on its ex-handle. In other pairings, defending champions Senegal will be up against Guinea, while Angola will face Morocco. Ghana will also do battle with Cote d'Ivoire. The other games in the qualifiers are Tanzania versus Uganda, Seychelles versus Mozambique, and Burundi versus Malawi. The first leg of the qualifiers appeared for the 19th to the 21st of July 2024, while the second legs will hold between 26th to the 28th of July. The Beach Eagles have won the competition twice, 2007 and 2009, 2007 and 2009. Alright, quickly let's talk about CAF, the Confederation of African Football. CAF on Thursday announced that the draw for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations AFCON will hold in Johannesburg, South Africa on the 4th of July. The draw ceremony, according to CAF, will be conducted at Super Sports Studios in South Africa. 52 countries will be drawn into 12 groups of 4 teams each to battle it out for a place. For places at the final. The qualifiers are scheduled to kick off in September 2024 to determine the 24 nations that will compete for honors in Morocco 2025. In attendance, CAF legend will be selected. Not only CAF legend, representative of the participating teams, members of the local organizing committee for the Total Energy Africa Cup of Nations Morocco 2025, amongst others. Cote d'Ivoire won the last edition of the AFCON, scraping past Nigeria 2-1 in the final. Oh wow, oh my, that was not a match I want to remember. Turkish Super League giant Fenerbahce are interested in signing Luton Town forward Elijah Adebayo. Adebayo is expected to leave Luton Town this summer following the club's relegation from the Premier League. The 26-year-old netted 10 times in 27 league appearances for the Hatters. According to a Turkish media outlet, the top forward could be on move to Fenerbahce. A fee in range of 8 to 10 million euros could be required to make the transfer happen. Adebayo signed a contract extension with Luton Town in 2023. That was last year. Alright, quickly let's talk about other sports. Officials of the Tug of War Nigeria Federation are under pressure from the continental body as the highly rated Nigeria police pullers are yet to be officially cleared for camping for the African Tug of War Championship in Victoria Falls, Zimbabwe. The continental Tug of War organizers expressed worry over the delayed camping and registration by Team Nigeria, who are determined are dominated by talented and fit pullers from Nigeria Police Force. The top official of the continental body, Frank Basiturayi, said on Tuesday that there had not been an official response from Team Nigeria over their late campaign and registration. All right, quickly let's talk about boxing. Boxing legend Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson says he's eyeing a shock showdown with Anthony Joshua. The former undisputed heavyweight champion is set to return to the ring in November for a controversial crossover clash with Jake Paul. Iron Mike has got himself in tip-top shape for the first foray to the ring since his COVID clash with Roy Jones Jr. in November 2020. And the International Boxing Hall of Famer 57 has grand plans to share the ring with Joshua. A bet in the charity bout. When asked about the prospect of sharing the ring with AJ for a good cause, Toti MZ says, "I'm very interested. If doing that means we can have a bigger charity exponent, well, so be it. I'm down to that. I would love to fight Joshua. That would be mind-blowing." Before he can think of a charity clash with Joshua, Tyson must first get through YouTuber who is now a boxer, Paul, who will be 31 years his junior on fight night. And former two-time unified heavyweight champion Joshua admits he has concerns for Tyson's health. During an appearance on the Jonathan Ross show, that 4-year-old said, "Mike Tyson is older now. I pray that he comes out heavy. I think Jake Paul, because of youth, that's the only thing." The booking of Tyson vs. Paul sparked outrage in the boxing community, with fans publicly venting their disgust at the latter. Joshua, surprisingly, is a fan of Paul's gimmick-driven fight. He said, "I personally think it's really good." Alright, quickly let's talk about tennis. Britain's Emma Raducanu continued her Wimbledon preparations by cruising into the quarterfinals of the Nottingham Open. With a straight-set win over Ukrainian tennis player Daria Snigov, Raducanu playing only her second match since April after deciding to skip the French Open to focus on her fitness made light work of the world number 127 to win 6-2, 6-2. The 21-year-old made a shaky start to the second round match as Snigov, just 22 years of age, broke her serve in the opening game. Both players then held serve before former US Open champion Emma Raducanu read off 6 games in a row, including a double break to win the first set. The confident Emma Raducanu then secured 2 breaks of serve in the second set to advance to the last 8, where she will face compatriots Fran Jones or America Ashley Kroeger. Alright, Wimbledon will have a record £50 million total prize next month, with the 2 singles champions taking home £2.7 million each. Last year's champions, Carlos Alcaraz and Marketa Vondrousova, received the record of £2.35 million. There is also a 35% increase for the wheelchair event, with their total prize fund increasing to £1 million. Although this partly reflects an increase in the draw size, the total prize money is up to 11.9% from last year's tournament. Our first round single loser will receive £60,000, which is £5,000 increase. This means the total prize pot is £5.3 million, higher than last year, and has doubled from £25 million in 2014. Money for the qualifying competition also increased by 14.9%. Well, Spanish tennis player Carlos Alcaraz won the Wimbledon's men's singles title for the first time last year with a stunning victory over Novak Djokovic, who was going for a 5th straight title. Vondrousova became the first unseeded player to win the women's singles title as she defeated Ons Jabeur. Wimbledon begins on the 1st of July and will be concluding on the 14th of July. Okay, let's get back to boxing. Tyson Fury says he is back in the gym preparing for his rematch with the undisputed heavyweight champion Alexander Usyk on the 21st of December in Saudi Arabia. The English fighter suffered the first defeat of his pro career last month, losing a split decision to Ukrainian Usyk. Fury, just 35 years of age, says he is relishing the opportunity to seek revenge. I posted a video of him training on a heavy bag on his Instagram. He says, I've done everything in boxing, but I ain't coming back from a loss. I relish it. A chance to come back and redeem myself. December 21st is all me. Undisputed year will come. The rematch is still 6 months away, but Fury says he's counting down the days until he can get the redemption. Former WC champion Fury was winning the fight before he was caught by Usyk in the 9th round. Fury recovered, but the knockdown was enough to convince 2 of the 3 judges that Usyk had narrowly won. The rematch was quickly announced for December, but there are doubts about whether the undisputed title will be on the line again. The IBF are considering a request from Usyk to retain his title, with the sanctioning body saying before the Fury fight intended to strip the champion if he did not immediately fight their mandatory challenger. Usyk, just at 6 years of age, is the first undisputed heavyweight champion in the Forbes era and the first since Lennox Lewis achieved the feat almost 25 years ago. Alright, quickly let's talk. Jelly Brown helped the Boston Celtics Jason Tatum and Jelly Brown helped the Boston Celtics hold off a Dallas Mavericks fight back to take a commanding 3-0 lead in the NBA Finals. Tatum scored 31 points and Brown had 30 as the Celtics won 106-99 in Game 3 of the best of 7 series. The Mavericks reduced their deficit from 91-70 early in the 4th quarter to 1 point with 3.5 minutes left, but failed to turn an impressive comeback into a victory. Kyrie Irving scored a game-high 35 for Dallas, while teammate Luka Doncic contributed 27, but fouled out of the game with just over 4 minutes remaining. Boston are 1 win away from the 18th NBA title and 4th since 2008 with the next game on Saturday. Alright, quickly let's get back to football. Fenerbahce manager Jose Mourinho has spoken about a player who he would have liked to sign as a manager. Jose Mourinho, answering quick-fire questions on TNT Sport, admitted he would have loved to sign Lionel Messi, but he deemed that the little guy was uncoachable as he was the best in his generation. Mourinho said, "One player that I never signed but I wish I had in my generation, of course, I would say the little guy Messi. The little guy was not coachable, but I have to say, in our generation, he was the best." Well, talking about the little guy himself, Lionel Messi, the Inter Miami superstar has not completely ruled out the possibility of going into football management after his playing career ends. Messi turns 37 on the 24th of June and has already said the MLS team will be the last he plays for. The 8-time Ballon d'Or winner is, however, determined to remain in football. When asked by ESPN Argentina if management holds any appeal, Messi replied, "I always said that I don't see myself as a coach. I wouldn't like to be, but well, football and life takes so many turns that you never know. I still find it difficult, but yes, something related to football because it is my life, because I love it. I like it a lot," says Messi. Alright, Dortmund boss Edin Terzic. Borussia Dortmund boss. Borussia Dortmund rather spotted opening with manager Edin Terzic after he asked the club to terminate his contract with immediate effect. Dortmund reached the Champions League final in 2023-2024 under Terzic, but they were beaten by Real Madrid at Wembley. The German club said they agreed to Terzic's request following a joint discussion after the game at Wembley. I asked for a meeting with the club's senior management team because after 9 years at BVB, including 6 on coaching staff and 2.5 as head coach, I feel the club's new era will begin with a new man on the touchline, said Terzic, who is just 41 years of age. Alright, in the women's corner, Sam Kerr signs extension after exit int video for just West Stones returns to England training after illness. And West Ham signed Brazilian player talking about Guilherme, £25.5 million. Ladies and gentlemen, to wrap on the show, my name is James Oluwadurotimi. Join me again tomorrow. Au revoir.
Tune in for the rhythms that make you feel alive. And get ready to power up your day every day on Power 365 Radio, broadcasting from the city of Ibadan. Follow us for top-notch news and entertainment updates. Don't miss a thing. So, pick up your phone and follow us on Facebook at Power